Alright, this is going to be a little bit awkward. This is the surface of my desk here. Alright, that's a little bit better. I'm making a project enclosure for the maneuverable spatial gesture. But this isn't about that. This is about 3D printing. So I left it on the glass. I've taken it off of the printer, and it was important that I not take it off of the glass because I needed a seal to deposit that silicone. So I did a few of these test castings here. It's about demold time, so we're going to see how this came out. We can reference the photos for a little more detail, but this is the project enclosure on the underside of it here, where it's still in contact with the bed. You see that there's our logo there that I wanted to get flush, like a silicone casting that's been flush. And it doesn't look like I have any bleed, but I can't quite see through the polyamide tape. So important though, you see there's that floating piece in there that's not connected by any plastic. It's not going to be backed up by anything either. So the way I did that was I put a bevel. Basically, you can think of it as if you took a cross section of this toroid, it would be a trapezoid. And the reason for that is so that the silicone it can't come out in both directions. I'm kind of relying on that, you know, everyone who's seen a 3D print knows what I'm talking about, but that ribbed nature of it. I'm hoping that the silicone casted in and is going to hold it there. The plastic identity is PLA, and let me get the silicone here. I don't know how easy that's gonna. What side is it gonna be? I think that'll be right side up. So when they say fast, they're not kidding. The pot life is supposed to be 8 minutes, and it was probably about that long. But I lost workability for small spaces within about 5. So you gotta act quick. But I'm not intending on demolding that. So these were maybe I'll demold a couple of these, but these were basically cast as they would be seated. So the reason that this thing is still on the glass plate is so that I have a tight seal on the bottom. This slot's going to be for a Fuberino. Here. So you can see part of it, but here's the Teensy 3. So right now the actual code is running on the Teensy 3. It's going to be ported to the Fuberino shortly. So here we go. As it cooled, I heard it cracking. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. All right. There's no residue left on the plate. That's a good sign. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh man, that came out beautiful. Wow. Okay. It's definitely fragile though. I could push it through if I try to. But it's definitely going to hold that piece in there. So criticisms. Let's see if I can adjust and reflect that light. All right. So there's one right there. That's a bubble. There's another bubble. There's another bubble. That's the worst of it. Those were the bubbles that were in contact with the mold surface, if you will. So it looks a little bad. I'm not. This is a first attempt, though. I don't think it looks too bad. Pressing on it, I'll probably be able to. I would probably be able to pull that whole thing apart if I press on that centerpiece, that unsupported piece, but it's not going to fall out the other direction. So as long as I don't force it in, it looks like it's pretty well embedded in that silicone. The PLA doesn't appear to have negatively impacted the curing process for the silicone. Let's see how easy it really is to demold. I'm going to take my tweezers here and I'm going to pull one of these honeycombs out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. That will be possible. Alright, so that's worth noting. Definitely has a little bit of wall adhesion. There we go. Well, there you have it, folks. You can 3D print PLA silicone molds. I has done it. That silicone's very, very soft. That was what it was advertised to be. I'm not surprised. I think this is the correct. I have no experience with it, so I don't have any frame of reference. I don't imagine that would come out any differently, though, in a mold of any different material. I definitely do see the wow, the resolution of that casting is pretty good. Because you'll not be able to see it on the video, but I can see the lines where the 3D print got cast into the silicone. Some minor air bubble. In fact, let me try and hit that with a laser so that we can use the interference to see that bubble a little better. Oh my, that washed out the camera immediately. Should have seen that coming. I can see it with my naked eyes, though. I wonder what'll happen when I don't have my flashlight handy. Oh well. You'll see video of it once I complete it. Oh, hey, look, I can proto it this way for you, though. We're going to go up here. That's the front of my PC. On it, I have an ultraviolet light. This plastic is glow in the dark. I don't know how long it has to charge. Oh, look at that. It came out well. That is a lot of silicone, though. That's probably a good, what would I say there? Half a centimeter at least. In all likelihood, it's more than that, but it's transmitting and diffusing the ultraviolet pretty well. It looks like there's very little absorption as far as my crude observation here goes. But one of the things I was hoping to test with it, though, was really this. Cut the light. Oh, the camera's not sensitive enough to pick up the glow in the dark. Oh well. You'll see that later. That's it for now.